These are the three little scumbags that nearly smashed into me. Fucking arseholes. And that's where the van ended up. Smashed into me.
So let's have a bit of fun today with the old Roadhog. Let's see what we've been watching. How many dipsticks are driving around? Yeah. This one I want to show you is the thing about the traffic jams. It is a great leveler. Hold on just a minute. He's coming. I can smell him from here. Hold on. Here we go. Mr. the Big I Am. Hold on. Here he comes. Give him a bit of space. Have I recorded the right bit? Hold on. Maybe I've took the wrong one. Maybe I should start this film all over again. Oh, here he is. Now here he is, Mr. Merc, in his posh Merc. Oh, I don't know. Is he the same? I thought he was the same. Posh Merc. Okay, his sunroof's not open. But Mr. Big I Am. Me first. Me first. Me first. Me first. Here he is. And he's going to go over there. And I'm going to show you. Remember the other day, on is off and off is on. He's out on the fast lane again, look. So the fast lane is slow and the slow lane is fast. So remember the time. 13:51, same day, right? 9th. 22nd of the 9th. 13:51 and 22 seconds, okay? Yeah, so remember that. And let's go and find the next film for you. Whenever you get the traffic, the fast lane is slow and the slow lane is fast. Here he is. He's going to come in a minute. We're a good 10 minutes further on through the congestion of the traffic on the same day. Just remember that, okay? Is this him again? Is this him again? The traffic jams are a great leveler. Here he is, look! Has he opened his... That's him, isn't it? Has he opened his sunroof, maybe? That's the only thing, because you've been stuck in traffic. Hold on. It's the same sort of Merc. Mr. Big I Am. 10 minutes later, he thought he was in the fast lane, but actually he was in the slow lane and I was in the fast lane. Here he is, here he is! Is that him? Is that him? That's the same sort of fastback Merc. I think this is his sunroof. He's opened his sunroof a bit. Is that the same one? I thought it was. That's why I pressed the button. Yeah. What a dipstick. What a bleeding dipstick. Yeah, this is what boggles my mind, look. Here we are. Perfectly straight bit of dual carriageway. Look. There's something gone on here. Some sort of bump or scrape in the fast lane. What the hell is going on? That one in the back looks like he's been out of shape. That one's touched that one, do you think? Something on the floor there. Parts of his car. Don't they know how to behave themselves? What the... Look at this lovely straight 2-lane road. And look. There's dipsticks everywhere. And the queue that it caused and the inconvenience it caused. They should be charged for that, you know. They'll call that an accident. That won't be an accident. That'll be one dipstick driving like another dipstick. Road's full of them. So here's a question for you. Let's go back. I don't... This 42 is a motorway, then it's not a motorway, then it's a motorway, then it's not a motorway. This tractor, yeah, it's got orange lights, and orange lights mean slow-moving vehicle. Are we on the motorway yet, or is the motorway ahead of us? Summercoats and Measham. I can't remember, but it brought into my mind, are tractors allowed on motorways? Just a question. It was just, I saw him and I thought, oh, it's the same road. It's not a 3-lane, it's a 2-lane motorway. It's crazy as it seems. But is this a motorway or is this not a motorway? Is this before the motorway or after the motorway? Are tractors allowed on motorways? Yeah, I'll give you a guess. What are we watching? A white van man? Yeah, last minute dodging. Yeah. I could have guaranteed you that at least a couple of white men a day do something. White van men, yeah. Whoop, light jumper, here we go. Whoop, jumping the lights. Ooh, that's normal. I just thought I'd show you a street in Birminghamistan. Yeah. What it's like. And up here, you know, they're on the road, they're on the pavement. The trouble with those blind junctions, you don't know I'm there, so you don't know how to get out of the way. But anyway, we'll squeeze past here. This is always a very busy street. Lots of scrapping people up the side here. But I just want you to notice, this isn't the bin strike place. This isn't the, look, just rubbish along the side of the path, rubbish on the you know, on the streets. So you think, okay, that's one little area, and here we are, another bag there. Just they come in the car and they throw them to the pavement. Look, this is Birminghamistan for you. This is what it's like in Birminghamistan. Yeah. Now we're past the houses, so that's okay. But a little further on, what about road tax and insurance on registration on any of these cars? You know, he hasn't just arrived today, has he? Look, and he's not just arrived today. These are dumped cars. You couldn't drive yourself in these spots. Look at them. Oh, parcel man's here. Even a bin there, look. More rubbish. Out on the streets. Hold on. Here we are. Watch out for them. Here comes another dipstick. Watch the black car. Ooh, naughty, naughty, naughty. Let's have a look at that again. Sitting at the lights. Bring it back. Send it there. Come back a bit more. Come back about there. Right, let's send it. Watch him here, watch him here. There he comes, look. Dipsticks everywhere. Oh. Was he just visiting? This is Pump Island, very busy island all the time. Did he know what he's doing, or did he think, oh, I'm in the wrong lane here? He was gonna go over to here, but I was here, wasn't I? So I thought, this guy, let him do his thing. We're not far off a nice clear road, so give him plenty of space to do whatever he wants to do. He's gonna come over, but look at Mr. Impatient. Look, Mr. Impatient. So he's gonna come over. We'll soon be on the motorway. We'll soon be able to pass him. Let people do what they're gonna do. That's how you keep yourself safe. Just keep away from them, recognize them. He may have not ever been in the town before, or he's just doing a delivery and he's from far away. You just don't know. So just let everybody do what they want to do. As long as they don't scratch or paint, you don't really care, do you? I'm going to show you this from the whole beginning so you can see. Right, we're on 3 lanes of motorway. Fine, I've got a nice gap between me and the front and the vehicle in front. So keep 2 spaces apart. Okay, because there's been fatalities, it's a dangerous bit of road. They put these markings here for a reason. Keep 2 spaces apart. I suppose because it's dead straight and it's boring and people tend to not look ahead or get distracted, this would be the time to fiddle with your radio or put your makeup on, put your lippy on, or whatever the hell you want to do, or scratch your knackers, you know. But we are in these are on the floor. We are in an area of, you got to be aware, you know. You've just they're putting the markings on the floor to keep us safe. Meanwhile, there's this dipstick coming up alongside me really, really slowly. You know, why? What are you gaining particularly? But okay, if you want to pass, you can pass. You know, if you can pass me, you know, efficiently, and there's always the outside lane. So if somebody wants to pass him, they've got the right-hand lane, so they can do what they want. So let's get to where I'm at. So we've been a long time in this area of extra watching. You know, you've got to be, you've got to watch what you do, because we're in an area where there's been lots of fatalities on the motorway, there's been lots of bumps. So, you know, keep 2 apart. So to even want to try and pass this slowly past me in this particular area, but he's entitled to. There's nothing telling you you can't. The computer's a bit slow today. There we are, it's changed. So okay, you know, you can do what you're doing. And I'm doing my, I'm on the limiter, he's obviously a cruise control moron. Yeah, his cruise control has allowed him to just pass me slowly. He's not really going anywhere, he's just causing a blockage, isn't he? And I'm here first, so if you want to pass me, then, you know, fair enough, pass me. But pass me safely and efficiently. But look at this. So you've got to keep 2 apart, but now he pulls in front of me. We'll be keeping the same speed. Look at this. Now you have to check your mirrors. Mirror, signal, maneuver. Look in your mirror. Is it safe to pass? Can I pass him safely? Yeah. Right. So watch him. So now my question is, if you've got to keep 2 apart, well, what about thinking about behind and keeping 2 apart, keeping in front of a vehicle 2 apart? If you're driving behind a vehicle, you've got to keep 2 apart. So does that follow that you can't really pull in front of a truck until you've got 2 apart? And this numpty breaks that 2 apart rule because he's passing me. So okay, we're here now. So obviously I ain't going to slam my brakes on. It's up to me now to keep my safe. I'm only interested in keeping me safe. So it's up to me now, he's passed me, to ease off and bring me into a nice, safe situation. But what a plonker. What a, you know, when you're overtaking, you look ahead of you, but also you consider behind you. He should have really passed me, kept 2 apart, and then maybe pulled in. Yeah. You know, and he's not particularly going anywhere, particularly quick, is he? It's not as if he's in a V8 Scania or whatever and leaving me for dead. No. But overtaking so slowly and cutting in front in an area that is marked as a not particularly safe area. Now I've created my safe space, keeping 2 apart. Watch when he crosses. 1, 2. Only a fool breaks the 2-second rule. So, and he's not really getting away. We're just keeping the same. So why take the risk? Why not just sit behind, and we're all going the same place, and we're all going the same speed, aren't we? Just down the same bit of road, you know, to our destinations. What a dipstick. So here's another one. It's a notoriously dangerous bit of road. It's the bottom, it's where the M6, here we come, come across. And again, and again over to the outside lane, look. Ah, this place is a killer. The bottom of the M6, where it meets the M1, it's a killer route. By Rugby here. Oh, it's not good at all. It's a bloody dangerous road. I don't know why, but the amount of fatalities over the years and years, there's always something goes on down here. You wake up in the morning, the road's closed, there's been a smash. Yeah, I can tell you, it's the bottom of the M6. Yeah. I thought, I thought we might look at this again. The slow lane, the fast lane is the slow lane, and the slow lane is the fast lane. So I am going left. I will be. I'm entitled to be here. I am coming off at the next junction. There's Mr. Merck. Mr. Big I Am. Me, 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 me. You can hear him, can't you? You can hear him coming from behind. So let's just see if we get him and we catch up with him. We can give him the finger then, can't we? So I haven't particularly increased my speed to catch up with him. We're just plodding along. Just plodding along. Let's see if we find any cheaters in our lane. Yeah, because I'm going left. I know I'm going left, so I'm entitled to be here, as it says in there, for junction 7 only, inside lane. So let's go hunt him down, Mr. Big I Am, Mr. Merck. Let's go see if we can find him. So at this point, the slow lane is the fast lane, and the fast lane is the slow lane. We live in a topsy-turvy world, don't we? But I smell a cheetah. Yeah, I can smell a cheetah. Can you smell a cheetah? There's a cheetah in front of us. Yeah, ignoring the signs, using this inside lane to get around the traffic. You can sort of, he's going slow now. Look, he's looking for a gap. The guy in front of me is a cheater. Yeah, a cheating cheater. Yeah, this is only for junction 7 when you're coming off on the junction. But here's another one. I can hear him going me 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 me. He's driving a me 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 car. Keep an eye on the guy in front of me. Yeah, here we are. The two of them actually. The two of them. The guy in front of him has dodged over a lane. Yeah, cheater. I bet you he cheats at cars as well, don't they? I bet you he hides his money when he goes Monopoly. Look. Oi! You're not supposed to be here. This is a left lane turning only. Cheater. Yeah. They don't realise how stupid they look. And here I am. Oh, good lad. Bloke broken down, but he stepped away from his car, so that's good. He's done a safe thing. And here I am coming off of the junction. Yeah. Did we see that Merc, by the way? Did you spot the Merc? Did we pass him? Should we give him the finger? Let me see. There's no give way at the end of here. And they all stop and they all give way. And you pass them on the inside. This is not a give way. This is a merge. So you just keep rolling gently. You keep rolling, and then you merge with the traffic. And you change lane, and the amount of plunkers that stop there on that, and there's no give way. Yeah, and here we are. We're on our way off the motorway. Again here, merge. Just push your way across, nice and gentle. Put a nice long sign on, and watch out for them. I've seen this ambulance a long way off, so I'm giving these plenty of a gap to come over. If they want to, come over. So anyway, I tried to go over here, make a space, but this is blocked off. So all I can do is hold back, giving them plenty of room to go. He can go, to make room for this ambulance. Then none of them are looking in the mirrors. Here's the ambulance. Look. Nobody looks in the mirrors. Now he decides to get out the way, because now he looked, heard, and listened in and this guy on the end. What a bunch of... Oh, it must be so frustrating for the poor ambulance man to come across such idiots on the road that don't even look in the mirrors and can't hear. Yeah. Wow. So, let's take a closer look at what had happened here. Unmarked car was there. or was he a paramedic or a doctor or whatever? Ambulance was here. They were there. What, look at the state of that car. Look at that. He'd been shunted from behind, hadn't he? He took a hell of a knock from behind, by the looks of things. Let's go back a smidge. So what's this? What did this front of this truck look like? You think he's been spun round looking at marks on the floor? Had he been? Let's go back a little bit. There's no black marks on the floor particularly, is there? He's there. Did he stop to help? You'd think there'd be bits of him hanging off the front here if he'd hit him. So I'm guessing he stopped to help. Let's see what he was doing up here. Up the front here. He's pulled over. Did he pull over to help? Or has he got a mangled front end? No, his front end looked okay as well. Was I right when I called him a foreigner? Let's have a look. Oh no, wasn't a foreigner. No. I wonder what he was doing there then. Maybe a witness or something? And then there's another one up here, look. What's he doing up here so far away? What was he doing? Maybe connected, maybe not connected? I wonder what was going on there then. Again, front looks okay. That was quite a puzzle, that was. Here's the thing, you're going down a fairly decent road, you're following the sat-nav, it said turn here, turn there, blah blah blah, blah blah blah, right. So you're going, it says turn left, turn right, okay, turn right. All of a sudden your sat-nav says turn right, and you're looking, you're thinking, ooh, turn right, oh, okay. So I've sort of overshot it a little bit, broke a little bit hard, and nothing behind me, I'm okay. So I turn, I can see it's the right street name, so off we go. And then you see dead end. Dead end. What have I gone and done? Oh, and then what the? Am I supposed to go down there? Where is the street name? That's a different name. So I'm sort of here thinking, oh shit, what have I just done? What have I just done? So I could see this bit of an area here. I wasn't sure what to do, a bit wide. I could see this car behind me, or this van behind me, I should say. So before proceeding any further down this dead end, what you're committing to or whatever, I jump out the truck, I go to the bloke behind, I say, oh, excuse me mate, you haven't seen this place, have you? And then luckily he says, oh yeah, that's me, you're coming to my place, or you're going to the place you want, it's just down here, follow me, he said. I said, can you pass me by? He says, yeah, I'll pass you by. So here he is. Now let's go back a bit. Here he is, squeezed around me. I got back in the truck. What do you do? Oh, you know, you can get yourself in a pickle in an instant. You get turning around, you put your wheel on the grass, you put your wheel on the side here, and your weight takes you down, and you're stuck, you lose traction. What would I have done if he wasn't behind me? Would you commit to coming down here? Nowhere to turn there, right, okay, nowhere to turn there. Who do you ask? And like I say, if this was the same job, sort of 6 o'clock in the morning, especially now the winter's coming, it'd be pitch black to try and find this place. So okay, we'll try and find a farm entrance. If we were in trouble, we have backed into there? I doubt it very much. That lamppost would have been there, you would have been on the grass here, you'd be in a ditch there, so you couldn't turn around there. So you'd have to commit yourself, and you'd have to go up here hoping to find at least a farm entrance that you could back into or somehow escape. You know, hold on, let's just push that on a little bit. Find the next one. Where were we? And the good thing about the Roadhawk is you can go back. You've got such a memory on it, you can remember 2 or 3 days. So you're going here, look, there's nowhere to turn. Yeah. So it's, hold on. Go back there. Logs there, nowhere to turn there. Look, we're coming up here. You would have got yourself in a right mess. And especially you come up here, you see this, you go, oh my God, it gets thinner and thinner and thinner. And you're on your own, you know. And if it was a 6 o'clock delivery, you'd be on your own in the dark, trying to find your way, looking at things, looking at an escape. Wow, yeah. So we found that place. But it's so easy to get yourself in a mess with these trucks. You go to that place, out in the fresh air, really nice, out in the sticks. Okay, then you go and get rid of your loads, get rid of your box, and then you pick up your next job or whatever you're doing. Then you come out and you think, right, okay, where are we going next? And I'm just going to run this forward on you. It's nearly going to run out anyway. Run this forward, come out of Freightliner, which is sort of pretty much not far off the middle of Birmingham, and then you come out, you go down the road, and then you join the madness that is Birmingham Ring Road. Here we are, we come around here, look. Then you've got the slow today, so it should swap fairly quickly, but it's slow today. Let's go that one. Come on. Come on. Click it again. See what happens. There we are. So you come around here. And we're joining that madness the other side of the road. But you have to come out to go in. Oh, that jumped. Why did that do that? Let's just, yeah, let's do that. Yeah, you come around. Then you have to join the madness because we've got to go to this roundabout and turn around, haven't we? So you sort of have to push yourself across because you haven't got a lot of space to come out of this entrance to be able to go over that side of the road to be able to come back. And here we are, gridlock traffic. It's funny, isn't it? From one, there we are, from such a nice lovely roads to little footpaths, and then here we are. Look, we're squeezing ourselves around the roundabout, having to see how far the unit has to stay away. Watch this truck in front. See how far the unit is away from the curb, and yet the trailer is as close as the roundabout as you can get it, and I'm in the same situation. The space it takes up coming around these roundabouts, they don't make them big enough. Yeah, so here we are, look, trying to get ourselves in the flow of the traffic, and it was mad. I don't know why it was mad particularly. I wanted to go behind this truck, but I've got a car on the inside of me, not him. I've got a car trying to get up the inside of me, so I couldn't do that. So I come here and then cross over, but join the traffic, and it was like that. Just a random let's go on another few minutes. Give it another 2 minutes. And we're still chock-a-block. Queuing in another few minutes. And we're here again. Usually quicker than this. Come on. There we are. That's us. Yeah. Both sides. Oh, crawling in both sides. Let me show you this one here. Let me show you what it's like. They're you know, let me show you how they just get in front of you. Let's watch that light change. Let's go here, the next minute on. Let me just show you what it's like. There we are. Now, I'm letting one in, no problem. No, I'm letting one in. Fine, but this white one, obviously it wasn't his car. He didn't give a damn, did he? And I'm only interested in keeping me safe. I'm only interested in not getting any tangles or any shoving. And he's up here. Look, can you see him? Can you see him? Can you see him? Look at him. The road's ran out. There's no road left for him, and he's still pushing. Still pushing in. Still pushing in. Still pushing in. Look, look, look. Don't you give a damn about your car? Obviously, it must be somebody else's car, because you wouldn't otherwise do that to the front of the truck, would you? But he knows, well, I always will yield, because, you know, it's up to me to keep me safe, bring it back shiny side up, and don't have any fender benders or squish or whatever, you know. But look, it's chock-a-block. Oh, and it was like this all the way. Yeah. So we do get a mixture of city driving and out in the country driving. Absolutely chocker. Like I say, the fantastic thing about this Roadhawk is you just leave it there. It does have, there we are, look, see, blocking the roundabouts. Let's see if we can squeeze our way through here. And I've got one on the outside of me, look, trying to get by. The good thing about this Roadhawk is every one of them is a minute, and every time I've pressed the button, there's a little red marker on it, so you know to come back to find them. And these are the previous days that I had on it. So having a Roadhawk in your window is fantastic, and you know roughly what time you were in a particular place, and it remembers your whole day. This day, for instance, it started rewriting over it at 8 o'clock, 8:30, and it didn't finish until we were in the yard at 16:40. Yeah. So it was from every minute from when it started to when it ended, it recorded it. So I'll just I'll clean it now. And now I've seen these, I'll get rid of them, and that'll be added to the memory. So it keeps your whole day more or less. That you can refer back to if ever you want to. So see these beggars? They're on the streets. They're on every traffic light. And they do, fair enough, they do put some hours in. They're there in the morning, and they're there when you're going home. You know, winter's coming, people are giving them quilts and that. But if he can stand here for that many hours and walk up and down collecting money off people, then he can do a job, can't he, and provide for himself. I don't understand it's, you know, how's that for a job? Stand here and walk up and down with your begging bowl? And, you know, they're not very old. They're sort of young, fairly fit people. They don't look like, I don't understand it. You know, and they're there, rain and shine, and in the dark. They stand here. They put a full shift in. These beggars do. They do put a full shift in. It's not a case that they stand there for a couple of hours. So if they can do that, why can't they get a job? And we're in the second city, so, you know, we're not short of jobs. This is the thing that boggles my mind. You do see them stood here at the traffic lights asking for help, you know. Have you got a few bob? Have you got a few bob? But you never see them outside industrial estates with a little tent on a patch of grass saying, "Please sir, can I have a job?" You never see beggars outside of the entrance of big industrial estates with a sign saying, "Gives a job, gives a job." There's something I'm not getting somewhere. If I was in that situation, obviously we can't imagine this situation until you're in there, but you never see, and there's lots of entrances of lots of big industrial estates, and you know the employers, you know the bosses drive into their workplace and drive home again, but you never see them outside an industrial park with a sign saying "Gives a job." But you do see them here with a sign saying, "Please feed me." It doesn't compute in my head.